Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly update. So the cold air has crept back. Make sure you're checking your heater in your fish tank. Check the temperature of your fish tank. One of the biggest problems with fish tanks is parasitic infections, and that can happen if there's more than 2 or 3 degrees worth of a swing in your tank. So definitely check those heaters, check the temperature, and check the update. Here we go.
Hey y'all, it's Diana with your saltwater portion of the weekly update. I still have a good bit of yellow tangs from biota left over from last week, and we still have a good chunk of fish still left. So let's see what I got left over from the weekend. Here we have a nice fat and happy blue hippo. You can see how wide this blue hippo is eating very well. Blue hippos are a great addition because everyone wants a dory. Well, almost everyone. But they can have a little bit of attitude. Depending on the individual fish as they get older, as with any fish, to be honest. So, a great pop of color to add to your aquarium. We have a long-nosed hawkfish here. As with all hawkfish, they don't have a swim bladder, which is why you will see them perching and kind of jumping around from rock to rock. They're super cool, super personable fish, and add a lot of personality to your tank. Another fish I want to talk about is this social fairy wrasse. Fairy wrasses are very docile compared to most of your other wrasses, and they can be put in with other wrasses or fairy wrasses. And there's a lot of different colors and patterns and stuff like that, and they're super cool to look at. So this is this is Hayden's favorite fish. This is the Flamingi tang. These guys get well over a foot in the aquarium world. And as they get older, you can kind of see he has the blue lips and the blue freckles. That will become more prominent as he gets older. They add a lot of personality to their tank and are super cool, especially as they mature. Here we have a powder blue tang. This guy is one of the more aggressive of the tangs, so we recommend adding them towards the end after you've added all of your other fish. They are beautiful with that nice stunning baby blue, but I will say they can be very prone to ick, so having a cleaner wrasse would be a great addition to your tank just to help keep that under control, especially when you first introduce them.
So a lot of people have been talking about getting that big tank. If you were trying to do that before Christmas or for Christmas or before the new year, these are the last of the big tanks we're going to have that we're going to be able to get in stock by then. This is a 300. On the other side, if we go this way, is the 233, and there's a 210 across the room that you might want to take a look at. Lots of big tanks are here all the time. The idea is so you can walk in, buy a tank, and walk out with it if that's what you want. There are another 80 or 90 tanks here on the floor ready to make a home in your home or office, so come check them out.
Hi, it's Kevin. We're going to do a spotlight this week on freshwater invertebrates because we hardly ever really touch base on those that much in any of our videos. But before we get to that, I stress the importance of using purified water as opposed to tap water because your TDS level needs to be as low as possible. That's your total dissolved solids. Now, you won't know exactly what those total dissolved solids are with your TDS meter, but most likely they're heavy metals and stuff that are not good for your invertebrates and can shorten the lifespan of them greatly. So, start out with area.We water and adjust your GH and your KH accordingly. These products will work very well for that. We have other products as well that will help with that. But also to supplement their diet. Make sure they have calcium in their diet, be them snails, crustaceans, whatever. You gotta have some calcium to develop their shells properly or their exoskeletons properly. Wonder shells are a great way of doing it. These foods actually have calcium in it that will help boost the calcium as well as they feed off of it. And another thing important too as well with crustaceans, make sure that you put some iodide in there to supplement the water because without it, they cannot successfully molt. So, let's get to looking at some of these little critters, and once again I emphasize the importance of using purified water as opposed to tap water to successfully keep them alive. The heavy metals in your tap water will kill them slowly, if not quickly. Here are one of my favorites, mystery snails. Mystery snails come in a wide range of different colors because some states that we get our fish from have recently banned the sale of these snails in their state, like Georgia and possibly Florida. I'm not sure about Florida. But it seems like they've been harder to come by than they used to be, and they've always been a mainstay in the hobby. We've got a vendor in North Carolina where we can always get a good selection of colors. This is a bamboo shrimp. While bamboo shrimp get quite large, they do look a little menacing, yes, but they're not. They're filter feeders, pretty much harmless to anybody else in the tank. They do best in an established planted tank, preferably at least a 30-gallon or larger. And they're filter feeders, so sometimes you may need to supplement their diet by crushing up some flake food in some water and making like a little tincture out of that, feeding them. I've also had some customers using phytoplankton as well. These adorable little creatures are little pom-pom crabs. They seldom get over even an inch long. They do best in a planted aquarium, and they do best in groups of 3 or more to break up any territorial fussiness that they might be experiencing with each other. They are relatively harmless to the fish. In fact, I've never seen any of them ever attack a fish or had a customer complain about one attacking a fish or anything like that. They seem to feed mostly off of algae and stuff like that. We've got several different colors of freshwater lobsters available. Now the freshwater lobsters are ones that you're going to want to center your tank around. They would do really cool in a 10-gallon tank as your centerpiece. Fish-wise, so far as tank mates go, I would maybe do giant Danios or something else really fast and top schooling so they cannot catch them because they are omnivorous and opportunistic feeders. This is a vampire shrimp. This one's quite large actually. This is another filter feeding shrimp that would do well in an established planted tank. Supplement their diet with crushed food in some water and through a pipette. Perhaps phytoplankton as well would work well. He looks like he's trying to climb out. They get their name because they're mostly nocturnal, not because of their diet. They're no threat to your fish or your other inverts.
remember, if you will, to bring in a canned good. We're doing this for the Ronald McDonald House to get as much as we can food for the new year to donate to them. I think the donation ends around December 20th or 21st, sometime around then. And you can certainly win this. We have lots of specials going on to incentivize and get you in here with your canned goods. If you bring them in here this weekend, you'll get 20% off of any saltwater or freshwater fish, Saturday and Sunday. So in order to feed people who need it, bring that in if you would, and we'll give you something in return, and you might just win this fish tank. God bless, have a great weekend, and we'll see you here.